Hey Soul Fam, Scorpio High Priestess, and I'm back with an update for you guys. And we're going to be tapping into Divine Masculine's energy as well as Divine Feminine. I had tapped more so into Divine Masculine's energy along with the karmic partner, or just his karmic cycle, all right, in the previous reading. So I do want to tap more so into, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and see what's going on with his current steps forward towards you. And I know y'all are. I am so tired of the same old thing, the same cycle, the same story, the same storyline in regards to divine masculine and divine feminine. It's like for a lot of you guys who are in current separation, I know you guys are very tired of watching these videos, and it's the same thing over and over, and it's like nothing's happening. Because I'm tired too. I actually do speak to my divine masculine, though. We are not in a relationship. We are connected. We do speak. We are not committed, like I just said, but I am waiting, not even for a relationship with him. I'm waiting for him to grow more and catch up with me in regards to freedom from anything that does not serve him. But enough about me. So, it's the same thing when it comes to divine masculines who are or divine feminines who are in current connection, or who is speaking to divine masculine. It's the same thing when it comes to divine masculines who are in current separation from divine feminine. It's the same storyline, whereas though they are not ready to commit, or they are still holding on to things from the past, or they are still healing. And it's been the same storyline for a while, and I know you guys are sick of it, but I do feel that the energy is shifting with 2021, January 1st, New Year's, right? So New Year's Eve and New Year's is around the corner, and I do feel that at this moment, there is a preparation on divine masculine's end right now, where he is trying to offer you something stable, whether it's a commitment, an actual proposal, proposed to you, or even just coming forward just to like release all his like he wants to release all his burdens and come in and say what it is that he's been holding back and not expressing to you. But right now, I feel he knows that the time clock has ran out. It's not running out, but it has ran out. Where divine feminine will always love and care for divine masculine, but y'all just tired, y'all fed up. So a lot of divine feminines are at this moment are really just, you've done a lot of self healing, but you are currently worried about yourself when it comes to finances and growth, when it comes to the 3D world and material things. And you don't really want to focus too much on love, but at the same time, if you're watching this video, it's like you do want to tap in and see what's going on, because you do care. Even if you say you don't care, you do care, divine feminine, about divine masculine very much. But it does come a time where enough is enough, and a person really has to truly want to change. And it's like you're thinking too fucking long. You're thinking way too long. You need to make a move and stop being indecisive, divine masculine. And stop being fearful, because fear is the devil. Fear is exactly what keeps you from moving forward from anything. All right, let's shuffle the cards enough. So let's get right into it. All right. Already 4 minutes in. So let's tap into divine masculine's current energy. Like I said, I think that it's going to be a proposal though, coming in with the new year. Let's see. All right. So we got. Ooh, I just said that. So we got the Page of Fire, which is the Page of Wands, and we got the 8 of Water, 8 of Cups. All right. So, oh my God, I'm excited because I was just saying this. So, with the divine masculine being caught up in just negativity, caught up in these soul ties with karmic relationships, karmic people, karmic partners, temptation. In the last reading, I was speaking about how divine masculine is cutting ties with the karmic. The first card that had came out was the ego card, but in the picture, it was a picture of a man cutting a chain with a sword. So it's like, to me, that represented, with the first card coming out as the strongest card, it represented the divine masculine finally releasing himself from what no longer serves him, and then also releasing himself from his ego self and vibrating at a higher level and accepting the fact that he is on a journey that is meant for him and that he cannot avoid, because if he avoids it, it's going to be a continuing cycle that he does not want to be on, right? But anyway, so as of now, we got the Page of Wands, the Eight of Cups. So right now, divine masculine is very optimistic and very impatient about moving forward, because it says news of exciting opportunities. So like I was saying, there's going to be some type of offer. He is excited because it's something that he's been keeping to himself and something that he's been thinking about. And I feel like he can no longer hold this in. Whatever he offer you is going to be in a creative manner, though. Like, it's going to be something that it's been well thought of, well thought out. Like, he's been planning this for a while. He knows that he has to continue on his journey, and you will leave him behind, divine feminine. He does not want to be left behind. So with the Eight of Cups, it's him moving on. It says you need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest. He's definitely choosing to leave a home. He's choosing to leave a circumstance, a home, a person. It's over. That is closed. It's over. He's walking out of the door and he's closing that door, locking the door. Like, you can't. He's not gonna go backwards. As of now, it's big changes. I see. He already made a choice. He already made a choice. Let me keep pulling some cards. But whatever he offers you, though, I'm seeing like it's gonna be. And it's two different scenarios where some divine masculines may offer a gesture where there is people around, or like in a scene where you guys are in public, and then there's some who's going to do this behind closed doors. But it's going to be very sentimental, very creative, very, very passionate. Very passionate with the Page of Wands, very fiery. So, like, wow, it's going to be something that he is excited about. But he knows that you intuitively feel it coming, though. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, a good fortune. Okay, so I feel that he's going to offer you commitment, but I do also think that a lot of divine masculines may be offering or asking you to move in with them, or they want to move in with you. They want to purchase something. This is going to be something involving a purchase, or something that he's already purchased. But I'm seeing like rose petals, flowers, candles, like romantic. Like, whatever he offers you, whatever conversation is had, it's going to be very romantic, though. Yeah. And it may take place at night, for sure. Wow. But this is going to be a solid offer, though. I really do. I can feel a lot of divine masculines purposely waited for the new year to come in for this, because it was something that was planned and well thought of and thought out. So, yeah, I just said that it was well thought of, well thought out. So we have the Ace of Swords, and that's creativity. That is ideas. So It's going to be a clear communication, a very clear communication about what it is that he wants and what it is that he wants to offer you and what it is that you want, Divine Feminine. And you're going to be also able to express yourself and tell him. I got hot. I had to take my sweater off. Sheesh. All right. So, like I was saying, you guys are also going to be able to express and let him know that you're not going to settle for anything less than a stable offer this time around. Because also, you've waited for a while and you should no longer have to wait for anything when it comes to this relationship or this connection. And then it says, it's the moon card came out. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So there is nothing that you need to worry about, Divine Feminine. This is, it's coming. Like, this is here. It's like, I'm just feeling like a lot of Divine Feminines, you guys are not really going to be trustworthy of what the DM is offering, but I really feel like he is going to go out of his way to show and prove, or to show you with action this time. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of conversation, a lot of things that are revealed as well during communication that you were not aware of, or things that you intuitively knew, but you just did not know for sure. But once he says some things, it's going to confirm everything you already thought of, you know. And but there's no need to be negative about the situation, because that was the past. Like, whatever it is that he's offering now, you can bet on that. For real, you can trust that. I mean, all this time, I mean, he's had enough time to decide on what he wants, or when he wants it. He knows you've always been what he wanted, but it's about what he needs. Because look, release came out. Wow. Endings lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back, in spiritual transformation. So to me, this is giving me like that vibe of surrendering. Like he surrenders finally to the connection. And then with endings that lead to new beginnings, it's the end of the year going into a new year. This is a new start. You know, he's looking at like Divine Feminine, y'all feeling like, you know, so you're gonna wait until New Year's or New Year's Eve, or you're gonna wait until the end of the year to finally offer me something, when I've been waiting for you all this time to at least speak up and tell me what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you guys, like I always say, you're not actually waiting, but you are waiting. You're kind of waiting because it's like you're waiting for him to grow up and be decisive and stop being indecisive about things that don't serve him, things that does not belong in his life anymore. But you know, even with you see the unicorn has like a wreath, flower wreath on its neck, and Scorpio emblem is in that, and that's transformation, release and transforming, releasing something and starting all over again, starting anew. Wow, I cannot make this shit up. It does say spiritual transformation at the bottom of the card. Wow, he is like definitely surrendering right now, surrendering to you, Divine Feminine. What did I just say? It's the Two of Swords. It says being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Wow. So I feel like that was the past. I feel that that's what he's releasing himself from, is not being able to make a decision, but the decision is already made. Because you are literally just angelic. Like, you are someone that he looks up to. someone that he can look up to and put on the pedestal, because he feels and he knows that he can trust himself with you. He knows that he can trust his life with you or in your hands. He ain't trying to fuck around this time around. He's already overanalyzed the situation a million times before. He was not able to make a decision, when it was never that he was not able to make a decision when it came to you and someone else or the karmic partner. It was just that he was not able to release himself because of fear. Due to fear, he wasn't able to release himself from something that he knew, something that he was comfortable with. Look. Wow. And the Four of Wands. That's a reunion. That's a reunion. So much to celebrate. That is like peace and prosperity coming towards you. That's what's up. That's 11-11. Twin flame union. Damn. I'm so excited because I'm telling you, I've been picking up on this energy just intuitively, but the way that men think, or masculine think, a masculine logical way of thinking, they think they plan things out, and then they pick and choose what they feel is a perfect time, because again, like, they're not really what is it, the masculine energy is not as spiritual, is more grounded than the feminine's energy. So divine masculine, when he is moving more so out of his masculine energy than than feminine energy, he's doing things on his own accord, not really so much by or through divine. So it's like they think like, oh, this is the perfect day, this is the perfect holiday, this is the perfect time. So they want to do things in their own way, not in divine timing. So, I really feel like spirit supports it though. Divine spirit supports his choice of even when, because it's a new year, it's a new start. Everyone at this point in 2020 is feeling like they're ready for a new year. I mean, it has nothing to do with the new year, but I think it's just like something that it's a mental thing, you know what I mean? It's just a thing that us human, we know every year is a new year. So we're like, when the year has been shitty, you're waiting for a new year as though something's going to be different or is going to get better. But you know what? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's an optimistic way of looking at life. Like, it's something for people to hope for or have some type of faith that it's really a such thing as a new cycle. Let's see. Yo, so look, this is at the bottom of the deck, and I just felt like I had to pull this because I was staring at the card, not even realizing what I was looking at. And then the other, and then the Chariot. Because look, I was about to shuffle the deck, right? So I'm holding the cards like this, and I see both these cards, the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. So, as we know, the Ten of Swords is like the worst card, but it's also the best card because of the fact that when you know you're in a situation where you're releasing yourself from that, again, clarifying that release with the Two of Swords, when you know you're releasing yourself from something, in the actual tarot, it's a picture of a man who is, he has 10 swords in his back, but you can see that it's very dark, but at the same time, the sun is rising. So even though there's an ending, it's only going to get better from there. And I was just saying, with 2020 and then 2021, it's like, it's something for someone it's something that we can hope for and have faith in, where people is like, if this year is horrible, at least we know it's going to be a new year that we can try it all over again. So it's always going to be some type of light, some type of something to look forward to. So when it's the Ten of Swords, you see the Ten of Swords, it can only get better from there because that's the worst. So in this case, with the Ten of Swords for DM, the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. Sadness and him feeling relieved that he's finally able to move out of whatever he felt, stagnant in. He felt like he could not breathe or move on or feel free from something that he was tied to. All right, and it's like a weight off of his shoulders. It's the end of an addictive situation. A melodramatic reaction is what at this moment he's having. It's like he's accepting it, but it's like, shit, this is really happening. Like, I'm really having to accept the fact that I no longer live this life. This is no longer my life. This is, and men have, a lot of men, not all, masculine energy have a very hard time with releasing, changing, and disconnecting from something that they're used to. More so than feminine energy. A lot of times females are that way, but that's more so of a toxic person, period. But then we have the Chariot card. So it's like he's moving out of that. He's moving out of the Ten of Swords. Wow. It's an opportunity for new happiness now with you, Divine Feminine. And it's going to be a lot of rewards and even public recognition. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be, I feel, people who does not agree with this at all, and they do not want to see you guys together, but there's going to be people who is just rooting for the fact that Divine Masculine is releasing themselves from something that makes him very unhappy, because he does have some people in his group. Like, it might be a small group or a small circle that he has, but there is going to be some friends and family who knows him very well, and they know he's unhappy, so they're very happy that he's taken his power back. He's taking his power back, and he is moving out of that negative, toxic situation that he was in. And it's crazy because I was saying I did not want to tap into the karmic and DM situation as much, because I was tapping into it in the previous reading. And I just want to see more so what his actions are moving into the new year. And then because like I was saying, it's going to be some type of offer. I am so sure of it, for New Year's Eve, like just around that time, even for just the month of January, February. And I'm seeing like winter time, even spring, winter and spring. But I really feel like it's going to be a big group of collective who chooses to move in and offer that commitment now. Like, they don't want to wait any longer. All right. I'm so amazed. But anyway, I was saying, like, I'm not seeing anything having to do with the karmic so much right now in this reading. I'm really seeing there's more so about Divine Masculine making that decision to actually physically move. Excuse me, my daughter. All right, guys. Sorry about that. My daughter's supposed to be in the bed, asleep, and she know I'm doing a video, so she chooses to bother me. Now, she won't go to bed. It's like, lately she been up late, just trying to fight sleep. And I have a 3-year-old, so can you imagine? Like, I mean, it's crazy. She does not want my attention because she's playing with all her toys in the daytime, especially from Christmas Day. And then at nighttime, when it's time for bed, she wants to bother you while I'm doing a reading. But anyway, let's continue with this. I'm really excited. Like, I am so excited to see that there is going to be, like, him. Look, in the Ten of Swords, you can see he has suitcases by the door. Like, he is really, yo. And then look, so with the second card that had came out, it was the 8 of, I can't even get it. It's the 8 of Cups. Like, it's moving out. There is no more emotion. Like, the emotional part that he had towards his past relationship, past connection, past situation with the karmic, it was like, it was something, you know, there was love, but there is no more love. Like, he is putting it in the case, the chest, and he's closing it and walking away because there is no more emotion when it comes to that situation. And even right here, there is nothing else to discuss with the swords. There's nothing else to talk about. He packed it away. He don't want to talk. He don't want to show an emotion. He don't want to feel or care about that situation on an emotional level. It's more so just logical. And with the suitcases, even here, it's like he's just like really packing his shit and he's out. He's moving forward. He's moving out of that situation and moving towards you. Packing to move into his new life. Right? Right. I am so impressed. That Chariot card, like, come on, it's just all movement. What's going on right now? And Justice came out. Justice. So it's just a balance. It's a balance. I feel like at this point, I really feel like with the Justice card, he is looking at this situation or the spiritual journey as something that's very beautiful. Where before, it was like he felt that he was being forced to do something that he was not ready for. But he's accepting the fact that this is beautiful. He sees so much beauty in this, and he knows that this is for him, and that you bring so much balance into his life. That I look, Knight of Swords. That's decisiveness, and just moving forward, moving in towards something with passion. And I was just saying that it says choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. So like I was saying with the situation, he is no longer being emotional or moving from the heart. I think it's just more so of a logical standpoint that he's giving off when it comes to the karmic relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not him moving from his heart. It's him moving from his mind and being logical, so that way he's not feeling any sensitivity or hurt. Excuse me. And, you know, it's this change is so sudden right now. Like, he's been, you know, thinking about it for a while. There has been discussions between the two about him moving out and letting go of that, even though she was not trying to let go of the situation. And I was saying, I think in a previous reading, that I feel like the karmic was also trying to lure him back in with like, just like temptation and things. Excuse me. I am distracted by my daughter, y'all. I am sorry. She asked me for chocolate right now at 9:14 at night. She really finds ways to stay out of the bed, y'all. But anyway, so I'm so excited. He's so passionate. He's super excited. Like, I feel like there's nothing that can hold him back from moving in. Like, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about Divine Feminine at all. And I was saying in the last reading, the karmic was luring him in with temptation and trying to be sexual, be sexy, remind him of the old times, and, like, you know, soften up and things like that to get him back in, pull him back in. And he already knew that was karmic and toxic offerings. Like, he already knew that was not based off of pure love. It was more so just based off of her not wanting to them not wanting to let go and accept the fact that it's over, or even have to let go of material things that Divine Masculine had or offered before. Oh, I have Divine Feminine talking about Divine Masculine at this moment. Divine Spirit. So So I just asked Spirit, how does Divine Feminine feel about Divine Masculine at this moment? So at this moment, you guys, Divine Feminines, you are feeling like the motives are questionable. You really do feel like you don't even know if you can trust them. And I even feel that there's some Divine Feminines who you may have been like dealing with others while time passed, or you've been if you have not been doing that and you've been doing just self-healing and you've been by yourself and alone, you've been thinking about it and contemplating on being with someone else or giving someone else a chance, if there has been an offering coming from someone else or just others. Some of you may have been like online dating, if not online dating, possibly meeting through small gatherings, because I feel like, with COVID, there's not really too much going on when it comes to gatherings, especially with it being winter. It was a lot more going on even in the summer of this year, but when it came to get-togethers and stuff like that. But I feel like you have met others or someone else while waiting for Divine Masculine. Or even if you are speaking to Divine Masculine, you may have entertained others or you thought about doing that just because you feel like you were not the only one, or you felt like you didn't want to be a fool to be around and be loyal to someone who was not able to offer you a committed relationship or loyalty. But I feel like you feel that you can't trust the DM right now. And I also feel like you do sometimes move out of negative thoughts, but you don't want to create or manifest that. Divine Feminine. And you also don't want to hold animosity or resentment towards the DM because it was never personal. You know what I mean? Like, look at the bottom of the deck. It's the 9 of Swords. It says unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies. Wow, allowing worries to grow out of proportion to the situation. Sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. So like I was just saying, you may have had negative thoughts about DM, or you're currently having that. That's why I was saying there's no need to worry, because you do know that he's coming in and he's offering you something. It's just that, not something, but he's offering you commitment, straight up. Like, he's offering you commitment. He knows that you're not waiting anymore. He already knows that it's like, it's too late. It's too late because you are, and also it's like with this distance between you guys, it's been too much resentment that's been built up on your end towards him. He knows it. He can feel it. And Divine Feminine, you do know better as far as knowing that this is bigger than a relationship. This is definitely not just about you and DM or you. This is about humanity. Like a twin flame relationship, twin flame connection is about humanity. It's about peace and growth on earth. It's about setting an example. You know what I mean? Like, you were chosen, and you know that. It's just that, I feel like when it comes to your 3D, you definitely take it personal at times, Divine Feminine. And I feel like I see that you also, like, because you're aware of it, you go back and forth. It's like you tell yourself, like, let me stop tripping. I'm tripping. Like, I know he cares about me. I know he loves me. I know it's bigger than just us, but I can't help how I feel. I can't help the fact that I feel like he has put me last, or put me on the back burner, or chose things over me, but it was never personal because the DM had so much growth to do that he was just doing things that he felt comfortable with doing. You are a challenge in his life. You challenge him to be his best self. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that was something that was hard for him to accept for a very long time. And it had never had anything to do with you. And it was more so like, I felt that he kept his distance, or he's moved the way he moved, or done things the way he done it, because he knows who you are and he knows what you deserve. So he didn't want to come in and offer you a committed relationship knowing that he was not able to be faithful or able to be loyal to someone Divine Feminine you, who deserve nothing but, at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Wow. So, and I even feel like with your energy towards the DM, this is what you wanted. And this is what you wanted. And this is also what you want. You do want a happily ever after. You do want emotional contentment, a loving relationship. You want to be with somebody that you can trust, and you want to know that you can trust this person with your life. You want to know that you can be with someone through thick and thin and grow old with, and they know this. So because they know this is what you wanted, they didn't want to come in and offer you not that. You know what I'm saying? Because there would have been a lot of guilt on their end. I think they would have preferred to feel guilty about the fact that they were not able to offer you that, versus feeling guilty for offering you that and not being able to live up to that, Divine Feminine. So I feel like that's your current energy towards DM. It's like you battle and you have worry within you, and then you do have like sleepless nights at time where you think about it more than a little bit, just because you wanted that Ten of Cups and you still want that. It's just that it's like you are losing patience, and you don't know what to trust when it comes to what he offers you. But like I was saying, with this offer coming in, it's going to be so stable, and it's going to be more than words. It's going to definitely be action, and he's going to be very persistent this time around. Oh, hold on, all the cards came out. I don't know too many of them. Yo, see, the Five of Pentacles. That is your current energy towards Divine Masculine. So Divine Feminine, y'all are tired of waiting, tired of watching him not grow in the sun at the pace that you would expect, or you really feel that he should be moving at. Because with the Five of Pentacles, that's negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges. That's fear. That's you thinking that this is poor timing and you're not really trusting divine timing. But you are, Divine Feminine, you guys are being watched over. And some of you, Divine Feminines, you are definitely, you thinking about this so much in a negative way that you are actually manifesting this situation to drag out, for it to be more obstacles and challenges that you're not able to see that may be on his end, just because you are focusing on the negatives and not focusing on the positive. Like, I know a lot of you Divine Feminines, you guys are aware of manifestation. I know if you're watching tarot videos, you guys probably also, you probably read into and study manifestation. And if that's the case, you should really work on that and really work on your mind and the way you think and the way you're looking at the situation. It's not to hurt you or hinder or even the DM. This is really to help both you guys grow. And it's teaching you so much as well as him. And he loves you very, very, very much. He loves you so much that he is willing to sacrifice everything in his life. You know what I'm saying? That he's used to that. If it wasn't you, he wouldn't do this. He would not do this. I feel if there was another female that was a not Divine Feminine, another karmic in his life, just somebody else that he fucked around with, he would not make those sacrifices and changes, to completely leave behind what he is dealing with or what he has going on to be with you, or be with them, whoever that other person would be in his life if it's not Divine Feminine. But because it's you, he is willing to take those steps. And you have to understand that things do take time, Divine Feminine. I do understand, because I'm myself, like I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. Oh, wow. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So look, and these are some, I love these cards. Oh my God, I love these cards. So look, so with the Ten of Cups, this is what you wanted, right? Or what you want. And this is the Two of Cups, which is what you're going to be receiving very soon. So with number 2, right? Wow. So with number 2, this is giving me the vibes of January 2nd, maybe the month of February. Because even with Cupid, like, if this is not going to be an offer by January 1st, the New Year's is going to be an offer by Valentine's Day or the month of February. And then also with the 10 of Cups and the 2, that's 12, and that's 12 months in a year. The end of the year, it's like this offer is going to be coming around within this time frame. So between January 1st, like between New Year's, January 1st, and February, and this is where you're going to be receiving this 2 of Cups, this offer right here, for sure. And this is the same female, the same male in this card as it is in the 10 of Cups, right? So it's like right here with the 2 of Cups, he's offering this commitment, stable, loving commitment, right? And you see a house in the background, right? So it's like you guys are working towards a home life, family life. And then with the 10 of Cups, they're there with children. So you guys are going to be creating a family, or just creating just this new start. Wow, it's like a fresh start, pure start. I really do feel a lot of you guys will receive some type of proposal in regards to marriage. But it's like you guys will be falling in love again. And there's going to be a lot of forgiveness and ending to the challenges or whatever was in between you guys. Like, there is nothing that I feel is going to get in the way of divine masculine moving towards you at this moment. But just don't give up at the divine feminine. Like, you guys, you really need to change the way that you're thinking of the situation. Like, this is not personal, this is not to hurt you, it's for growth for both. And you really don't want to be with someone who's not ready to give you that offer that you're wanting, because that's even more disappointing than someone not coming in and giving you what you want, but then offering you something and they're not able to live up to that, and you got them on a pedestal. That's even more hurtful. So it's like you have the choice of being there or not being there, but you do know who divine masculine is. You do know that this is your person, and they know that you're their person, and you just really don't want to fuck that up, mess it up by manifesting negative thoughts and creating more obstacles and challenges to get in the way of this connection and this new start. All right. I'm excited. I'm so excited about this. Wow. Because I feel like it's going to be so much love. Like, I do feel it's going to be a lot of forgiveness, like divine feminines. If you guys are feeling away right now, once this offer coming in, like, all that is out the window. Like, all of that is going to be out of the window, and you're going to be accepting and surrendering as well. Like, it's going to just be a fresh start, a fresh year, a new year. You know, the veil is thin, and there's a lot of divine spirit at play when it comes to connections that are supposed to be, when it comes to twin flame relationships, because the twin flame, again, relationship is not about just a relationship or connection. This is about love, unconditional love, pure love, love that will set an example for others on this earth who needs to be shown. Because a lot of times, twin flame relationships, you guys do know that a lot of time this is a relationship that people will not approve of. They won't understand it. It's different in their eyes. It's like beyond the laws of land. You know what I mean? Beyond the laws of the land. So it's like Pocahontas and what the hell is his name? What is his name? I forget his name. Jack, Joe, I don't know. I forget his name, but y'all know Pocahontas, the movie Pocahontas. That is, most of these Disney movies are based off of a twin flame relationship, divine relationship, but more so twin flame, because, like, even Jasmine and Aladdin, y'all know that it's a storyline where you two fall in love, and there's a lot of obstacles in the midst of your relationship or y'all meeting or being together is so many challenges, and there's so many people who's trying to get in the way of it. There is like people who's trying to dictate the way your life goes, but you have to move beyond that and take power of your own life and show the world that you guys are unstoppable because of the fact that you love each other so much that you're able to look past the fact that a person's growing. It's not a person is being deceptive. A person is deceiving their self. So divine masculine, if there was any deception, divine feminine, when it comes to divine masculine, it was more so them deceiving themselves. It wasn't them personally deceiving you intentionally. It was never that. It was them making wrong decisions and hurting themselves, and then it hurt you too, because you guys are one. And I really try my hardest to I don't really care what others do in regards to the way they read when it comes to DM and DF. I feel like the message should always be uplifting, and it should always be giving you, you know, that mindset to know and remember that what this was to begin with. This is not just based off of 3D love. This is not that. This is way beyond that. So I don't want to always give you guys negative thoughts about what DM is doing that will upset you to make you look the other way and not be there to support him, or even if it's not supporting him physically, like being there physically, but energetically, like still sending him good energy and things like that. But there is so many times where there's videos and readings where there's a lot of negativity put onto DM, and I feel like that's messed up. I feel like it's fucked up, because a divine masculine is a divine masculine for a reason. Divine is the word. Sorry for the interruption. There was a call that came through. But anyway, like I was saying, I just feel like you guys already know that when it comes to DM and divine feminine, you guys are way beyond just a regular relationship, okay? And there's no need to always feel or think that divine masculine's intentions are negative, because if that's the case, that's not a divine masculine. That is not your DM. But you know, divine feminine, who's your divine masculine, who is your twin flame counterpart, because it has been revealed, it has been shown to you. Like, you already know. And yeah, so you always want to send a positive energy though. Anyway, so look, so we got the wheel came out. It says a fresh new start, or the end of the a fresh new start or the end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel or a new vehicle. Wow. Yo, let me find out some divine masculines is trying to purchase a vehicle for divine feminine. Because I was saying in the beginning of the reading, it's going to be some type of purchase of a home or vehicle or something like that. I don't know why I got that, but I did. And it's saying travel or new vehicle. All right. Or it's just representing a new direction. All right. But anyway, so it's the end of delays. The challenges and obstacles are no longer, it's going to still be obstacles, still be challenges, but there is not going to be any challenge that he is not able to overcome this time around. There is nothing that's going to get in the way of what he's trying to do, which is move towards you, come in and be like serious this time around. Look. Look, and then look. Yo, I cannot make this up. So the dreamer card, a new start, trust yourself, push your fears aside and take a leap of faith, right? So in the beginning of the reading, the 8 of Cups, right? And then we have the dreamer. So the dreamer is like following up with the 8 of Cups. This man is moving out, right? He's detaching himself emotionally from his past, so that way he can be logical and move forward, right? And then with this time clock right there, to me it represented that the time has ran out. But now that it's ran out, you have to flip that clock back over again and start new. So now it's like It's a fresh new start right here. See? And he's trusting himself and he's trusting in divine. So he's definitely walking away from his past. And he's done. And it's like he is moving on. And with this angel in the background is support. Divine is supporting this. Remember I was saying like divine masculines, they are choosing to make this offer at a certain time specifically that they think is the best time. Not so much divine timing, but they think that this is the best time for them due to a holiday or due to an occasion or whatever the case. And they feel like, oh, this is the perfect time. That's the way that they think. But in the background, divine spirit is supporting it. It's not divine timing for them, but it's like, okay, well, finally he's moving out of the situation and he feels like this is the right time, even though she's waited for a while for him to be able to make the decision or speak up. But it's like, I feel that divine spirit is actually supporting the decision or even the timing that the masculine feels as though is the best time. Let's see. So let me pull. I think I want to pull from a different deck. Let me think. You know what? I know this is more so about DM and divine feminine, but since I feel like I tapped into both of you guys, I'm going to tap into how the karmic is feeling about this separation or this ending right now. We already know she's not really wanting to let go of the situation, but I do want to see how she's feeling right now, because that was, you know, energy shift, energy change every day. Okay. Do I want to use a different deck? Now I'm gonna pull a couple more cards from this deck, and then I'm gonna use, I think, my Modern Witch tarot deck. I think. All right, divine spirit. What is the karmic stones currently toward divine masculine when it comes to this separation and ending of the relationship? Okay. All right. So we got what is the Nine of Wands. I never seen this card. It says, protect what you have created. Be prepared. Never give up. Ask your angels for help. Environmental activism and animal rights. So with this card, Nine of Wands, I really do feel that again, the karmic partner is not trying to let go of the situation, because I feel like they have to protect what they've created. They feel like this is their relationship. This is their person. They feel they're not going to go or back out without a fight, right? She wants to fight for that connection still with the Knight of Wands. Like, she has more fight in her for this. Like, I'm talking like physical fight. Like, she will, at this moment, I feel like she will have no problem having to physically fight you, divine feminine, or even him, to keep him there. But I feel like she really wants to fight for this connection. Like, I think she wants to continue to offer like a new start with him, or offer or like just show like their best self, try to like, that's their way of fighting for him back. It's like just being like gentle, or being on their best behavior to convince him to stay. That's their way of fighting for it, you know, like, because they know that he's tired, they know that he's very exhausted, and he really wants to get the fuck up out of there, but they ain't accepting it. So it's like, at this point, they're like, okay, well, the last thing that I can do to convince him to stay is be on my best behavior, to let him know that I'm not going to be a problem anymore, or I'm going to be your peace. That's what they want. They want to offer a peace. Yeah, balance. So they're trying to be like balanced when it comes to the emotion in a way that they come off. Yeah, it's like they're really trying their hardest to deal with the situation in a temperance type of manner. It says successful compromise. Wow. Self control, patience, and balance. I just said that shit. It's like they are trying to be on their best behavior and have self control when it comes to their feelings and act as though this is not really hurting them, because the fact that it does is like they want to act the fuck out. They want to act out. They want to trip. I feel like they really want to fight physically. They want to. Like that's how they feel. But I feel like because they know that that's not going to bring a successful outcome, they're moving in a temperance manner. They're trying to be like balanced in a way that they come off emotionally. Wow. I feel like when it comes to the DM and just this separation, it's like they get really emotional at night, but in the daytime, in order to keep pushing and to keep living their life or just taking care of responsibilities, they have to be very calm and move on a logical standpoint versus emotional. But I feel when the sun go down, it's more so of like them thinking more and they're wallowing in their emotions. I really feel like that, and that's why they get that motivation to be that Nine of Wands. They want to fight. They feel like I can't accept this. I cannot accept the fact that what is mine is being taken away from me. So, all right. So we have the Queen of Swords. All right. Wow. Wow. It says brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorced or unmarried individuals. That's what I just said. Look, like I feel like they have to accept it. I really feel like because of the fact that DM has made his decision, and as we already have seen, like he is focused on this journey with you, Divine Feminine. He is so focused on that he is not worried about the past. And I think that they have to really like see the humor in the situation. The karmic partner has to look at it from a light situation. They have to look at the situation, with the cup half full and not half empty, because they have to accept it. There's no way that they can continue to hold on to something or someone who does not want to be there anymore. Because I feel like they know it's hurting themselves. Whether he stay or they stay or not, whether Divine Masculine stay or not, it's still hurting them, because even if they're physically there, they're not emotionally there. They are out the door. The emotions are not there anymore, and they know this. So it's like they also feel like they have to focus on their bag, focus on their own money, focus on taking care of themselves. And they also have to release them, and they know it. But it says divorced and unmarried individuals. So there is going to be a divorce and a separation, and they're not accepting it, but they're accepting it. They don't want to, but they have to. And I really feel like even for the karmics, they're going to transform due to this. What card came up? Shit. So the Magician fell on the floor. I'm not picking it up. But the Magician fell on the floor. So I feel with the Magician card for the karmics, that the way that they feel about the Divine Masculine at the moment, I really feel like they're trying to manipulate the situation into their own, manipulate the situation to work for them. But I also feel with the Magician card, it's like they have the ability to manifest what they want as far as a new start with someone else or elsewhere, if they accept and release. the DM. Yeah. Wow. But I really feel, for real, I really feel like they will eventually, but I feel that at this moment they are just trying to manipulate the situation. Oh, wow. All right, so look, I'm about to shuffle, right? And these cards are the two cards at the bottom of the deck. And that's the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. So look, the King of Swords. Oh my God. So look, the King of Swords came out, but the Queen of Swords we were just talking about that came out. So King and Queen, counterparts. And this is who they are at this moment. This is them. This is the karmic. This is DM. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, right? Wow. And they really are mirroring it. First of all, look. So first of all, he looks like he is not. He looks like he's not impressed. He looks bored. Like he's just over it. She's looking towards him because it's like she wants to have conversation. But I really feel like is nothing that she can do. It's like she's trying to even make light of the situation. He is not emotionally there. He doesn't even want to have a conversation. Her sword is up, his sword is down. Like now he's not even holding onto the sword. The sword is behind him. Because he put it behind him. There's nothing to talk about. It reminds me of this 10 of Swords where I was saying that, let me get the card out. The swords is behind him. They're put away. There's nothing to talk about. He also has a cloak over his shoulders, a blue cloak, which reminds me of sadness and releasing. That's what blue is. Look, a blue cloak over his shoulders. Sadness, releasing. It's melodramatic. It's just like unemotional. So it's stoic. You know what I mean? But it says let's see. Look, it says unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. That's what it says. And that's exactly what I was saying. He's not there emotionally. She wants to still have conversation, but whatever conversation they do have is going to be in regards to a divorce or separation. That's what the conversation is going to be. And it's going to force the karmics to also have to transform. With the butterflies on the card, they're going to have to accept the fact that there's a transformation that they can't control this time around. But they are counterparts, but they are just counterparts who are disconnected on an emotional level. They are not even wanting conversation or having, he's not wanting conversation, but she's wanting conversation. Is more so about the intellect, and it's also even more so about like material things sometimes. It was the Seven of Swords that came out because it says a material loss. So swords do sometimes represent material as well. So the way she's feeling, it says a loss of peace of mind or personal freedom. Take caution and be aware of others' actions. Wow, even embarrassing secrets. I was talking about in the last reading, there's going to be a lot of things that's revealed. There's going to be, that is why even here she's wanting to have conversation. He is uninterested, but she wants to really keep this going to avoid embarrassing secrets coming out. And I feel like that's why she's worried at night with the part was that I was talking about the balance card. No, yeah, the balance card and the Nine of Wands. Like, there's a lot of like depression at night when the sun go down. Wow, and that's in regards to secrets and things. Thoughts, like a lot of negative thoughts of things that are going to be released that she does not want released, and that's again the swords. Swords is also intellect and thoughts, thinking. You know, and things she's going to have to speak about that she does not want to speak about right now. So, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't want to speak too much about the karmic and DM in this particular reading, but I did want to tap into it just so we can see what's her current feelings, because it's also showing it's clearly showing that he disconnected himself from this. Like, this shit is not back and forth. This is not even him wanting to be passive anymore. Like, I really feel like he just do not give a fuck. Like, he do not care at this point. Like, he don't care. He's so tired of like having to put up a front for someone that he does not have a connection with anymore. That he has outgrown. Wow. This is some good shit. Like, this is good. So, I mean, mark my words, Divine Feminine, a lot of you guys are definitely going to be receiving a special, serious offer by New Year's Eve, January, February. Mark my words. A lot of y'all. A lot of you guys. A lot of collective will. Wow. Yeah. So, have any messages for us here? Any messages? Did we end this reading? The Divine Feminine, the Spirit. We have any messages? What song resonates with this? I wonder. I gotta think. I'm sure it's a song somewhere. Alright, so what came up? We got so the King of Wands. So I really feel like Divine Feminine, as far as this offering that Divine Masculine is coming in with, right? I really feel like you just have to accept the fact that even if you don't really like what he's saying, because you feel like you're fed up, you just don't believe it, I really do feel like you just have to be a little bit more open. Don't be too critical, all right? Don't be too critical. I mean, really do hear him out and see what it is that he has to say and what he has to offer you. All right? One more card. So that's 2 more cards, and then after these 2, I'm gonna end this. All right, until next time. I just want to see. So, yeah, look. 3 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. All right, and yeah. So with the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Cups, I'm just seeing that Divine Feminine, when this offer is made, just be open, let go of the past, and just forgive, okay? Because you guys are being supported. You guys are both being supported, and time will heal. Like, whatever pain or sadness that you feel right now in regards to the separation, or what you been waiting for, or what it is that he has not been giving you, or what it is that he has not been honest about, it's just healing misunderstandings is what it is. All right, it's just misunderstandings. It's nothing personal, but it says with the 6 of Cups, the return of people or romances from your past, romanticizing how things used to be. So they want to come in, and they want to come in with a pure gesture. It's pure. Look, with the 2 kids, because as we already know, the 6 of Cups represents like childhood, or just like the past, or something that was, and they want you to basically look at them or remember them for who they are and who you fell in love with in the beginning. Like, they want to come in and remind you of who they were in the past, because that's them. They just know that you look at them a little bit differently from how you used to, just from the pain that they brought, the dishonesty, and them just being like a coward dealing with their situation. All right, so they want a fresh start with you, and I feel like you should just be receptive to it, accept it, and dig into your, like your inner child. Embrace that. and accept it. It's just pure love is what they want to offer you, and that's it. So yeah, yeah, babies, do accept this offer that's coming soon. It's nothing but great intention. And anyway, I'm going to be tapping back into DM and DF. I'm going to see what's up with DM's energy very soon. But I'm going to also try and post a pick a card as well. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.